Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And our question today comes to us not from a single individual, but from a number of people who have asked it on a number of occasions. And the question has several variations, but they all come down to this. Is peace in this world possible? And of course, this question is generally asked in relation to our peace prayer campaign. And my answer to that is, well, certainly peace is possible. Whether perfect peace all the time is possible is an entirely different question, but that isn't necessarily the goal of praying for peace. Praying for peace is designed, at least in our peace prayer campaign, to strengthen the energies of peace and to bring more peace into the world. It might not be perfect peace, it might not be everywhere and all the time, but having more peace is still a worthy goal. Having less hatred and division is still a worthy goal, even if it may not all disappear. And all qualities that exist in life, all things that you can think of, can be either greater or lesser. They can be either more intense or less intense. With a quality like peace, we certainly want it to be greater, and we want hatred and division to be lesser. And by praying for peace, we're not necessarily expecting all conflict and all division to disappear overnight. In fact, I really can't see that happening. But it can be lessened, it can be combated in this way, and by strengthening the energies of peace and love, at least some of that division and hatred will surely be lessened. So that's the point of the peace prayer campaign. And is that possible? Absolutely. Is absolute perfect peace with no conflict anywhere possible? I don't know about that. But more peace is certainly worthwhile, even if constant perfect peace is not necessarily on the table. We can have more peace in our world, and I think if we can, we should work for it. And certainly there have been times in everyone's life when you have had more peace or less peace, and I think most people would agree that more peace is generally better. Even though there may be still all kinds of conflict in the world, but there can be less of it. And so that's the whole point of praying for peace. We're not expecting perfection overnight, but that doesn't mean it's not worth doing. Now, we've come to the end of another week of vlogs because tomorrow I will be on the road, and we have these vlogs to consider for viewers' favorite question. We have Toddler from Magenta about when it's good to start teaching children things like grounding and energetics. We have After Gender from Apu Adman Agama about gender in the spirit world. We have Probability Jumping from Reverend Vivian about what happens to the original timeline if you move your consciousness to a second timeline. And we have Reinterpreting Myth from Haid 0931 about reinterpreting mythology. And of course we have today's question, Peace, from many people. Which one did you think was the best question in this slightly more than 1 week period? Well, you can vote in the comments section at Magic TV, you can vote on Facebook pages where the vlog appears, or you can send your vote to me, Reverend Don Lewis, at donlewishp@aol.com. And I hope that I will hear from many people as to what their preference is, and as we start next week, I will let you know what the viewer's favorite question for this week was. So I hope that you have enjoyed this week of vlogs, and until next time, may you blessed be.
Hello, my name is Cher Davis, and I'm greeting you from Jacksonville, Florida. Please join me as I lift my prayer to the God and Goddess. I pray for peace. I pray for love. I pray for stability. I pray for the nation where I live. I pray for the world. So mote it be.
Reverend Don, super omnibus of incantations and invocations for all occasions. Marianne Kay and I created this massive compendium of magic and artwork for you to use in any way that you would like. There are literally hundreds of spells and hundreds of illustrations, which can be mixed and matched and used in many different ways. Check it out now at witchghoulstore.com.